Hello and welcome to another video. Today we'll be creating this quiz app. Basically we'll add certain question and then we will choose certain options and we will get the score of how many we scored out of 4. You can add more question to it. I will just put 4 question, or you can see we got 3 out of 4 correct. Now let's start with the class index of quiz container, div of class quiz container, id of quiz. Inside that id of quiz there will be another div of class quiz header for the quiz header. Then an h2 tag heading 2, go, and the heading 2 will have an id of question. Basically the question is loading. We will fetch the question from the style.script.js. Now we will create an unordered list. Unordered list will have a list, and then the list will have input type of radio, basically radio button for the 4 options: name of answer, id of a, class of answer. Now let's create a label of for a. Basically there are 4 options: a, b and c, d. id of a text answer will be loading. Now let's copy it and paste it 4 times basically and now just change the id to b, c and d. Also change to d, c and b. For also change the values of for d, c and b. Now I think we are done, almost done with our index.html. Let's open the file. You can see I have question is loading, 4 option and submit option. Now let's style our quiz app and give a box sizing of border box, a body of background color of #b8c6db. Background image should be linear gradient 315 degrees, and adding color #b8c6db 0%, f5f7fa 100%. Now you can see I'm getting a radiant linear background, giving a font family, but I don't like the repetition. I will change the display of flex. Align item should be center, justify content center, height should be 100 vh, overflow should be hidden, margin should be 0. Now if I reload it, you can see everything is on the center. Now for the quiz container, you can see there is a quiz container index.html. Paste it. Now give it a background color of #fff. Border radius should be 10 pixels. Box shadow should be 0, 0, 10 pixels. 2 pixels RGBA of 10, 100, 100, 100 and 0.1. Now let's give a width of 600 pixels. Max width should be 95 vh. Overflow should be hidden like this. Now let's go to the quiz header. Let's style our header. Give it a padding of 4 rem. Heading 2, you can see there is a heading 2 as well. Heading 2 will have a padding of 1 rem. Text align should be center. Margin should be 0. Now you can see it's looking better now. Now let's style our unordered list, and inside there is a list, but we will first design or style our unordered list. Give it a list style of none so that padding should be 0, and let's style our li. Font size should be 1.2 rem. Margin should be 1 rem and 0 like this. Now inside there is a label as well, so let's give cursor of pointer to the label. Whenever we hover over it, the cursor should have a pointer. Now let's take the button. Button should have a background of #8e44ad. Color should be white. Border should be none. Display should be block. Width should be 100%. Cursor should be pointer. Font size should be 1.1 rem. Font family should be inherit. Padding should be 1.3 rem. Now you can see I'm getting the border at the basically button at the bottom. Now if you hover over the button, then the background color should change to 732D91. When you hover over it, you can see how the color changes. Also, when we focus on it, outline should be none and background color should be #5E3378. Okay, now basically you can see that I have already made my const quiz data, and I've already fetched all of my elements which I will be using. I've already created them. You can just pause the video and copy them. I've already created all my variables: quiz, answer variables, a text, b text, c text, d text, all of my variables. I've already written them, and current quiz also 0, score also 0. Now let's write the main functionality. Deselect answers, so that if anyone deselect any answer elements for each, creating an arrow function, taking answer as a parameter, passing it, and now answer dot checked equal false. Now create another arrow function, get selected, let answer declaration answer elements dot for each, answer element if answer element dot checked, then it should answer should be equal to answer element dot id. You can see how I have already given all the values. You can also console log anything if you don't understand what I am writing. If you console log it, you will get it and will be able to understand it. Const load quiz, another arrow function, deselect answers, load current quiz on question data, basically quiz data, current quiz, okay, I'll change these. Okay, now it's question element dot inner HTML, basically inner text should be current quiz dot question, a text dot inner HTML inner text equals quiz current quiz data dot a. You can see there are 4 options basically. Pasting it 3 times and change to a text, b text to basically all of these at the end as well, b, c, d. Load quiz, submit button, whenever you submit it, what happen? Click, const answer equal to get selected, if answer equal to quiz data current quiz dot correct, then increment the score. So if, for example, if we got 2 correct, then the score will be 2. If we got 3 correct, then the score will be 3, and current quiz plus plus as well. Now if current quiz is less than quiz data dot length, basically if there are 4 questions, then it will continue to load the quiz. If all the questions have been shown on the screen, then it will return or go to the else of quiz dot inner HTML and show the final score. H2, you answered how many correct, it will show score, quiz data dot length, score divided by, it will show quiz, you answered, for example, you answered 3 and divided by sign, and then quiz data dot length will show the total number of questions. Now button on click history dot go dot 0, play again, it will play again. Now let's reload it, and you can see that okay, question, we are not able to fetch the question. Let's simply, okay, it's basically changed it to current quiz data. Now it's working. Now let's give JavaScript, cascading style sheets, hypertext markup language 1995. You see everything is correct. Now let's fake it, and 2 out of 4. I hope you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.